Hey, happy Saturday, everyone. A beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Robb here, Robb Stan for Non Stop Naples. I'm out in front of the historic Naples Depot, which is now one of our beautiful Collier County museums. A lot of history in this building. Definitely worth coming and checking out. Tucked away in the back of this place is what we're going to visit this morning, is the Naples Train Museum, formerly the Naples Lionel Train Museum. We're going to take a walk back there. I don't know, maybe I'll get lucky. There's a little train that runs by here. You can see the tracks. We make a couple loops around here. Maybe on his second pass by here, I'll be able to catch the little train and get a ride back to the Lionel display back there. But while he makes a loop,
second lap.
See that? Kids of all ages enjoy the ride on the little train here. But a little bit about the Naples Depot here while they're making their loop. The depot here was originally built back in 1926 by the Seaboard Airline Railway. The first train pulled into the station back in 1927. The last train left in 1971. Now it is a historical site, a registered historical site. There's more than trains inside there. It is free to go into this museum here. There's a lot of history about Collier County, the building of Collier County, the development of Collier and Naples. Some neat things they have also. They have an old caboose out here. I don't know if any of you are old enough to know what an old baggage car over there looks like. That's an old baggage car from back in the steam days. Down on the platform down there at the end, you can see there's an old observation car from the Seaboard Railroad. The observation cars had that round end on the back. They were the last car in the passenger train. Lots of fun things to see at the Naples Depot, the old Naples Depot. But today, we're going to go back and take a look at a little hidden jewel here in Naples that people don't know about. It's in back of the depot, the Naples Train Museum. So I'm waiting for a ride back there. I'm going to come out to the front of the building. This is right on 41 here, just before the Four Corners, just west of the Four Corners at 41. What we called the Four Corners in the old days, where 41 makes the bend north. Now they call it Fifth Avenue South. Well, here comes my ride. I hope they saved me a seat. A ride on this little miniature train here, that is included with your entrance fee to the Naples Train Museum. When the kids go by in their cars, it's always, when they see this train going by, you know what it is. Hey, Mom, Dad, pick me up, or I want to take a ride. Well, let's see if they saved me a seat. They did. The last seat. No, we'll just go back.
Let's do one more whole lap.
Sorry, you should have said that before I said it. Well, let's take a ride here. Great view of the train here from the back. We'll go next to the old caboose here. Next to the old baggage car. observation car, the old observation car. The little white building just ahead of us, that's the engine house where they keep the engines for the railroad here. Here we come. Pulling into the station. Or not. Maybe we're going to get an extra trip around the track. There's our conductor, Paul. Very stern look on his face. This is like the highlight of the visit to the Naples Train Museum, especially for the little kids. But we have a derail. What did we do? Sounds like one of the wheels came off here.
Yeah, I'm putting it off.
How exciting. Well, we're live. That's pretty funny. You never know what's going to happen when you're live on Facebook. See, it's because you wanted that extra loop.
Another train. Yeah, we got to get another train.
Oh, that's
What do we have? Oh, we derailed.
a derail.
A derailment. Oh no.
I guess we'll try to get there again. Hold on.
So how do you fix this? Interesting.
Yeah, you want me to look? Yeah, look, it's off the track. It's got to go on the track.
Well, let's take a look at this little train here while it's sitting here, while they put it back on the tracks.
Ryan, was that a child screaming?
No, he was blowing a whistle. Oh, I got you.
Ryan, what we're going to do is we're going to lift the frame up.
They're going to get it back on track. Let's go take a look at the front here at the engines. You never know what you're going to see during one of our live feeds. That was something else. You got to experience a derailment. That doesn't happen very often. They got her back on track here.
There's a big scrape mark right on the track there.
Could have been a stone that got wedged in there.
Well, I'm looking at that plastic piece right there that may have been on the track.
Let's see it marked up right here.
Okay.
let's-
Well, you got it back on the track. That's good.
It's all documented.
It's all documented live on Facebook. What are the odds of that happening?
Little entertainment value.
I'll tell you. And that, I just told everybody that never happens here. That is a first.
Well, that was your first mistake.
It's probably because of the fat guy sitting on the end.
Here, we need to get a picture of him.
Farther in the front.
Oh, wow.
Sit in the back.
That was wild. Well, I'm going to let you guys go, and I'm going to go meet Cy back here at the museum.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for the ride.
Merry
Thanks for the thrill. The thrill
Well,
ride.
next time you want to ride, I'll get back to you. How's that? Okay.
This is the boss right here, the
What's that?
conductor.
I don't know, say
Take care of your train.
Okay. Great having you on board.
All right, I'm going to go
Thanks very
catch up with Cy.
much. Okay, that's great.
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks again, Rob.
All right. That was definitely interesting. Well, here's the east side of the old depot here. You can still see the old freight doors here. used to load the freight into the vehicles that were out here. There's actually a replica inside the Naples Depot of the old depot here. So you can see what it looked like when it was in action. But all the way in the back corner here is where the Naples Train Museum is. It used to be called the Naples Lionel Train Museum, but they've added some other manufacturers' trains to the display and collection. So now it's just called the Naples Train Museum. But it's all the way in the back corner here. And there is an entrance fee to get in. I don't know where the boss is, where Cy went. But we're gonna go inside there in a minute and check it out.
It's all closed.
So did you get what you wanted?
We did, and say hi to everybody. We're live here.
Okay.
So, this is Cy, and what's your title here, Cy?
Just one of the volunteers.
Just one. You're not the boss or anything.
Well,
no bosses here.
There's
Huh?
no bosses.
There you go.
Actually, we do have bosses for each day. We have a Friday boss and a Saturday boss.
One thing I wanted to let everybody know right up front that there is an entry fee, an entrance fee.
Yes.
How much is that?
It's $7 for children over 14 and adults, and $3 for children between 3 and 13, and free for children under 3.
All right, and that includes a ride on the outdoor train.
It does.
That makes it worth it all right there.
That's right. I think most everybody enjoys the
Let's
ride.
go ahead and step in here. Take a look at the layout.
Might want to get things running. Jim? Pardon? They're wanting to take some movies. You want
We're live here. Yeah.
You want
go
to
ahead.
get some trains moving?
Yeah. This is the man at the controls here.
Oh,
He's gonna get something running on the tracks for us. A very impressive layout. When did you guys start construction on this back here?
This is now 20 years old.
20 years old. Wow.
And actually it started,
And look at all these old trains.
there's this gentleman that got it all going.
That's the person that started it?
Yes.
William von Liebig. Look at all these old. Are these all Lionels or are these?
Most of them in the display cases line up.
Where's some of the really old ones?
That one right there is actually a very special lineup.
1937.
That was made prior to the Second World War when Lionel was thinking of going scale. That's a true scale model. Most of the
Right. Most of them were like
stuff is not-
toys.
they're
Yeah.
not scale models.
But that's a
That was
Lionel
true
scale model. Wow.
And then on the Lionel's 100th anniversary, they brought it out again.
In gold plating. Wow. Wow. All you Lionel train collectors. Some neat things here. Some neat stuff. I remember having these under the tree when I was a kid,
Yes.
and they were handed down from
Well, that's
my
one of the
grandfather and
traditions. We put it
yep,
little
hand
set
down,
around
passed down the
underneath
Lionel
tree.
trains. So we had a little thrill ride out there. We had a little derailment out there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So
That's fun.
we had a lot of fun to the train ride out there. So let's. Wait, how many trains are running out here now? How many do you have?
Well,
On?
they can, if they're all turned on, there'll be as many as 8 running at the same time.
8 running. And I know there's somewhere there was a little Thomas the Tank Engine for the little kids.
Here in the park.
There it is, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Newest addition is the elevated line. And the main reason we brought that up is that Lionel has brought out new engines that need a bigger radius.
Uh-huh.
And to be able to run those ones with the big radius, we needed a new loop.
Yeah. That was the one thing I wanted to play with my line. I never liked those sharp turns that they had on the curves. You know, they just didn't look realistic. Gosh, there's a lot running right now. Something else is there's a lot of interaction here. There's a lot of little buttons and switches for kids to push down here. And let's see if we can get something going here. Where's one that's really visual? I know that. Where's the fire station?
Tug of war going.
Oh, a little tug of war there in the park. Oh, the horses back there going around. Now, a lot of these things are really old out here, aren't they? Some of the things out on the display.
They're, most of these accessories are probably dated back to 5 or 6 years ago. And some of the, as Lionel brings out new interactive accessories, we add them to the layout.
Oh, okay, okay. So I didn't know what you could still buy Lionel trains. They're
Yes.
Oh yeah, they're
very
still
much
out
so.
there.
They're
Oh
still
wow.
very much in business.
Wow. Where was that fire station? Oh, I see it's happened. Somebody already had it, called it out. One of the things you can do is you hit the button and the little firehouse door opens up. Right now the truck's backing into the station.
The dogs are chasing the guys believe in McDonald's.
Let's see if it comes out here.
There. That's funny. Does it do anything? Oh, look.
The kids love this. The kids are having a blast in here.
Yeah, the floor goes through the drive-thru.
Very limited hours here.
The other one that the kids get a kick out of is McDonald's.
Oh, the McDonald's.
But it's very slow. Like a little car
Oh,
goes in,
the McDonald's with the drive-through.
place the order,
Uh-huh.
and drive around and pick up the order.
Ah, neat.
You can see from,
Yep,
from
there we
the
go.
car,
Yeah,
it's slow motion.
yeah. Neat.
That's a quick spot.
But look at all the kids in here. Kids of all ages in here.
He's getting power. You can see the lights on.
So what's your hours of operation, Si?
From 10 in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
On Friday and
On
Saturday?
Fridays and Saturdays.
That's during season.
Yes.
From-
And in January, February, March, if we have enough volunteers, we also open on Thursday.
Really? So it's best to call ahead, or
Yes.
yeah,
Or look at our website. We
Okay,
actually-
you can
we
keep the hours
keep the
updated.
hours updated on
And what's
the
that
website.
website?
The Naples Train
Museum.org.
Naples Train Museum.org.
NaplesTrainMuseum.org. Absolutely. All right, I'm going to walk around here and just
Okay.
let people look around.
Sure.
Thanks for your time. Thank
well,
you.
thank
Thanks
you.
for the ride out there.
Here's a little write-up. Take a look
Yeah,
at it.
I'll read up on the history of the place. I appreciate that. Make sure you share this on Facebook.
Oh, we sure will.
Thank you, Si. Let's walk around to the end here. How cool is that? And that is a wall right there of Lionel trains, old Lionel trains, all different years. I know there's a lot of people that collect these Lionel trains. This is a great little stop if you're visiting Naples or even Southwest Florida. Come down, it's not too far from the Naples Pier. All the famous shopping areas here in Naples, Fifth Avenue South and 3rd Street South. Come check this place out. Bring your kids. As you can see, they love pushing these buttons.
Here it comes. Coming around, Tom.
Here comes Thomas the Tank Engine again.
And there's a trolley that goes around.
There's a big carousel. I don't see it spinning around there.
Wow, look at
A little double Ferris wheel over there.
this is what a model train is.
Kids of all ages having a good time here. They have a Lionel Trains, kind of a Christmas tradition. Here comes the passenger train. Pennsylvania. A model of one of the Pennsylvania electric engines. And back into the tunnel it goes. Oh, they got the one running. Nice. That is bigger than the trains that, I don't know what scale. That is a big O scale, I think. That's a big train up there. There's something tucked in every corner here. Every corner of the museum. The closer you look, the more you're going to see. A little band show over there. The musicians. You see the little merry-go-round going around back in there. These are all these little accessories are operated by the visitors. See these little push buttons. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little live feed, this little behind-the-scenes look here. You know, there's something else out back. They have an old steam engine that they use to pull that outdoor train. They call it a steamer. I'm going to see if we can get a look at that back there. I'm going to see if I can talk to Cy and have him take us back to the engine shed.
If you get in trouble on the weekend,
Let's see the control panel here. Let's get a look at that. See where the switches are. Do you have any idea how many feet of track there are here?
How much we replaced? I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So when something falls off that gets derailed out there, how do you get to it?
You walk on top of the table.
Really? You can walk on top of the
You
layout?
have to, because otherwise you don't get to it.
Oh, wow.
That's
I
how
wondered
this was
about that.
designed originally. So that was, 19 years ago.
Oh,
So,
there's no little secret pop-out panels or
no, I'm
anything.
afraid not.
Oh, okay. You can. Yeah, you can go ahead. You can go ahead and shut her down.
my great uncle gave me his train set. But I didn't see anything said Lionel on it.
Got some questions here about the trains.
Are they stamped underneath?
That's the other thing. If you have an old Lionel train and you want to get some history on it, some information, bring it by here. They'll do the best they can to help you out.
Just like that engine, but then it's all tin cars. Yeah, and it has weird snaps. It has a spring underneath them, and
Jump up on this one and see what's up here.
the car's more like this.
I wanted to
Yeah.
I wanted to ask Si something. I wanted to, before we leave,
Yeah.
can we see the steamer out there? Can we go back and take a look at it in the
Yeah,
shed? Is
go
it
outside
open?
and find Paul.
Paul will take me back there?
Paul will take you back
Okay. I want to show him that other engine. So again, back behind, in the back corner of the Naples Depot. The Naples, it's not really technically called the Naples Lionel Train Museum anymore. It's called just the Naples Train Museum. I still call it Lionel because of the big display. But I want to catch our conductor here. Hey, Paul.
Yes, sir.
Can we go take a look at the steamer real quick?
We sure can.
Show people the steam engine back there before you lock her down.
There is a steam engine. It's tucked away in the back. I'm afraid we're not going to be able to get to it or see too much, but it does run on Fridays, and we're open. You have to ask him.
Tampa.
So we have actually in our stable we have 2 diesels and we have 1 steam, and the steam runs on Friday typically.
Oh,
During
okay.
our normal hours of 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
And that actually runs on steam.
That runs on steam. It's fired by 3 propane tanks.
Okay.
And they're very efficient, and we get a lot of mileage out of those tanks.
Wow.
And people love the steam engine, as you can see by the way we put our promotional materials together. We feature that steam engine on the front of everything that we do.
Oh, she is all the way in the back there.
So it is back there, but we're going to come in. We're going to sneak in the side
So just
door.
while we're here,
Yep.
this is a rep. This is what are these engines?
Well,
Type
this
in.
is the Seaboard. This is the Champion, the Atlantic Coastline Champion. This is the model, a 1/8 model of the real engine that came through here during the normal
purple one
runs,
here,
the purple
the
one,
Champion.
and you'll see that in the front museum as well, in a large scale
Uh-huh.
model. And we have a GP7 over here,
The GP7.
which is from the Seaboard Rail Lines, which was part of the merging that went on between the two.
And all of these run. I mean,
All of these run. These are gasoline powered diesel style engines,
Uh-huh.
and they're 16 horsepower each, dual overhead cam. They pull plenty.
Really?
We pull 5 cars here when we want to. We could pull 10 if we had to.
Wow.
So it's a matter of just how much use we want to get out of them, and they're very popular and they're very reliable. So
Neat.
we alternate between these two on Saturdays. We run the steam on Fridays when the steam crew is in here, and we get a lot of mileage out of this.
Very neat. Now that is what is that? A E8 or something?
It's
What?
an E7.
E7. The
electromotive.
purple one. Yeah.
Right. And
Those were popular back in their day.
I tell you, it brings back memories to me of being in Grand Central Station, being from New England and from
Uh-huh.
Connecticut. And I remember as a young tyke walking down the platforms and the ramps to the passenger cars and seeing these immense
They were monsters. Monsters.
immense iron beasts that were there. And I still, without trouble, remember the smell of the oil and the heat
Wow.
that was in Grand Central.
Wow.
Big passenger terminal for
Right.
anybody that's been through there, but certainly do remember it. And
I've been
thinking
through
that
there.
maybe I was standing about that tall to
You
the
think you were
engine
that
next to
tall?
it. Maybe. I don't know.
On the platform.
On the
platform. Yep, on the platform.
Everything's scale.
Yeah.
You got-
Yeah,
you
because
got it.
you
got it.
maybe would make it up to the logo
I
if you were
think
standing on the
sure,
tracks.
Sure, these things are.
They were beasts. People don't realize how big these
They're a
old
story
engines
and a
were.
half tall.
Yep.
They're big. They weigh absolute many tons.
And they still do. I mean, all the new engines. And yet people
Sure.
want to test their fate driving through railroad crossings,
Well-
trying to beat the train.
Well, come to think of it, we've had an experience a while back where somebody actually ran through our gate.
Really?
Oh, sure, and there were pieces flying, and
Really?
sure.
Somebody
and
trying to beat these guys.
Yeah, well, they might have been doing that. I mean, if they ran into this, it'd be a kind of a nasty front end job that they'd have to take care of. But
This guy's got a broken eye.
yeah, well, this guy.
How
this-
old are these?
Oh, I don't know. These might be 15 years old, 20 years old.
Wow.
This is my baby because I've been riding this since I've been here, which isn't
Oh,
too
wow.
long, but I've always had an affection for the Champion, and it's treated me well. And we hook up on any number of cars. We have 5 cars. We can splice them together and make as many of the consist as we want.
5.
And
So how many seats is that offhand?
well, we have 4 seats on a car.
4 seats on a car.
So
Okay.
4 times 5 is 20, so we could pull 20 passengers. And
Neat.
today, example, we ran all day long.
Yeah, you had full trains.
All day long.
Yeah.
It was
It was a great
amazing.
day here at the museum.
It was amazing. So
Well, I hope this video brings you more business.
well, you know, we're certainly grateful for all the help you've given us, and you give us a very good, positive
Well,
exposure.
this is wholesome family entertainment here.
This is what we are about. We are about kids. We are about getting away from digitizing digital things that the kids concentrate on now as fun, and give it some noise, some hands-on feel, and hopefully they take that back home
Yeah.
with them.
I mean, all the little kids' faces out here on the train, inside, looking at the trains.
You look at them, and you ask them, I say, how many have trains? Almost all of them raise their hand. How many like trains? How many want to ride the train today? Everybody's enthusiastic. The kids are enthusiastic. Most of the parents, a lot of the adult men, a lot of times, they remember, immediately start pouring out stories of their American Flyer sets and their Lionel sets,
Yep.
and recounting all of that, and brings me back too to the sets that I don't know where they are anymore, but still making my collection, building my collection now back up again. So it's a fever.
So do you have a layout at home?
I have a 4x8 HO layout that
Okay.
is an endless work in process, like all of ours. If you talk to any train guy,
absolutely.
any modeler, and-
Always adding,
yeah,
replacing.
always adding. If something's always wrong, sort of like here when we're doing our maintenance.
Right.
You probably heard about the work that we do inside.
Yep.
And we're doing track wiring, we're doing track layout, we're doing electrical things constantly, all upgrading, all so the kids can have a great experience here. That's what it's about.
What's so neat are all the little interactive things there, all the little buttons they can push and
You know,
have
it's-
something, do something.
It
There's
is, and we try to select the interactive exhibits that go on there. We try to select the ones that are going to give color, action, something to give them attention when they're out, when they're playing with the thing. So that's always a challenge too,
Oh yeah, I'm sure it
because
is.
kids are
But
challenging.
it sure is fun going out and buying that stuff, isn't
Well,
it?
it is. If you had an endless budget, it would
Yeah,
be
it would be even better.
It would be better. But us being a nonprofit as we are, we're grateful for all the help we get. We're grateful for the help that we get from you folks.
And are you looking for volunteers? I mean, new members to the
Boy,
club?
Rob, I'm glad you brought that up, because we are constantly in need of folks that love trains, that want to be with trains with kids, to be able to work with the kids. Our recent additions have been a couple of ladies, and one of them is an engineer.
Wow.
And you'll see her on
I
our,
saw her on the
you'll
website.
see her on our Facebook
Yep.
page at the
Yep.
title, at the title on
Yep.
top. That's Engineer Tracy.
Yep.
And she's fantastic with the kids. She's terrific.
Wow.
So this is the kind of people that
So
we
what do they do?
want.
Just come down, give you a call, whatever?
That's all they have to do is call the museum, leave a message, and say that I want to volunteer, call me back, or leave a message on the website. So respond to me on Facebook. Just let me know that you're interested. We'll bring you down here. You don't have to select something that you want to do right away in particular. We'll give you an introduction, walk you around to everything that we do inside the museum, outside the museum, let you taste it over a number of weeks. If you like it, great for us, great for you.
Right.
And if it doesn't work out for you, if the chemistry's not there, whatever the reason, no problem at all. And just you go on your way. But if you're interested in trains, if you want to help kids, typical people like that would be sports coaches, for example, that work with kids all the time. Come on down. Give us a
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Give us a Friday for
Sure.
4 hours. Help us out.
Well, you just recently you took a little layout on the road down to 3rd Street there.
That's great that you bring that up, because we developed a Christmas layout, and it's a 12-foot by 16-foot layout with a G-scale train. If you're not familiar with that, it's a very large scale, physically large.
Is that what's running up top?
That's what's running
That's
around
a
the wall.
G-scale,
It's
yeah.
a G-scale, and people use it in their gardens. They run
Yep.
in and out of hedges and everything else. We had that on the layout. We had hand scratch-made scenes from different parts of the world. iconic figures from France, from England, from Germany. Had the Eiffel Tower on there.
Wow.
St. Patrick's Cathedral, St. Paul's Cathedral. We had
Awesome.
all kinds of memorabilia on there that people would instantly recognize. Well, the train in your imaginary train trip, you would ride around in that train through those countries, and you would see those. You would see those imaginary things, which were real, of course, there. Then on top of that big 12 by 16 foot layout, we had a 4 foot wide, 2 foot high Nutcracker drum. And the Nutcracker, that was sitting in the middle, and on top of that, we had an HNO3, or an HO modified train, running on top of the drum.
Oh, wow.
And on top of that, we had a 6 foot tall Christmas tree. So, for
Well, there's
those
pictures of that on Facebook, right? Yeah, people
Exactly.
can
So
see
for
that
those
on
of
your
you that
Facebook
would have an
page.
interest in what we did with that, check out the Facebook
Yep.
page, Naples Train Museum.
Yep.
And you'll see that. And check it out. You'll see the events posted that we plan to do. Our next big one will be the National Train Day in March.
Awesome.
And we'll have some information
And
up on that.
Make sure, say that one more time, Naples Train Museum, because
Naples Train
we don't want,
Museum.
there's another confusing thing out there called Naples Lionel Train Museum at the Naples Depot. That's not the official Facebook page
That is
of
not.
this place.
That is
so
not.
just Naples Train Museum.
Very simple,
on Facebook.
easy to remember.
Yep, very simple.
And check out
Same
our,
as the website.
Check out our website,
.org.
NaplesTrainMuseum.org. It's
Yep.
the same thing. And
Go ahead.
like us on Facebook.
Absolutely. Now let's sneak back there if we can.
Okay,
Just
sure can.
take a look at that steamer the
That's
best we
right.
can there.
Okay, we're going to have a narrow walk. You're going to walk past the maintenance line.
Oh, okay.
This is the maintenance
This is where
pit.
how you get underneath them.
That's right.
Yep.
That's how we get under, change the oil, change
Yep.
the filter.
Just like the real deal there.
You
Just like the
betcha.
big boys.
You betcha.
Yep.
Everything is real. Just
I
scaled down.
grew up around trains.
You did. Where were you from?
Well, I'm from Florida, but
Okay.
my grandfather, he was an engineer up in he wound up being a conductor up in New York.
Fascinating.
He worked on, I don't know, the Erie and Pennsylvania and then New York.
He was-
Well, before it was the New York Central.
He was talking big time stuff.
Yeah, I used to ride in the engines when I was a
You
little
see that?
kid.
You've got a little note on your DNA strand that says trains.
Oh, yeah.
And it's built into your blood.
Oh yeah, I
That's
loved
what
it.
it is.
I mean, I've got pictures of me sitting in his lap there, in the yard and the
Don't
switchers.
let
and-
anything happen to those.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. That's
Yeah.
what it's all about.
It was a
Making
blast.
making the memories.
Because Florida was not known for its railroads. I mean,
No,
we were very limited. Most of the train enthusiasts come from up north.
they do.
And
They do.
The,
And
the hobby shops never had a big supply of trains in
well,
Florida.
when you have an ocean like this,
Yeah.
and a Gulf like this,
What do you want to play with
I mean,
trains?
come on now.
Yep.
You take the lesser of the evils, which is easier to get to.
Exactly.
Go to the beach. So in here.
Well, here we are. Here's the steamer.
Here's our steamer over here.
You can see her
And the
here,
big
yeah.
car. Yep.
Wow,
This is the real thing.
that is neat. And
wish
what
I-
is this modeled
wish I had-
after?
Wish I had more light. Si, do you
Oh,
know,
we can see that.
Do you know on the,
can
on
really
the
see that.
steamer what model this is, or what railway it might have
So
mimicked?
what?
I don't know.
It's kind of hard to tell, but and that's
Too bad you weren't here yesterday
When I
Santa
was-
going around on that.
I popped out when Santa was here yesterday for a minute.
Oh, good.
I've got a piece of video that I just recorded of him because the little video we did. Are you familiar with the video? It says you never know who you're going to see.
That's right.
Well, we're going to swap the guy out at the end with Santa.
I think that's a politically good idea.
We're going to take our former governor off of there and put Santa on there.
Now he's a senator.
Yep. Well, this is neat.
Unless, of course, he comes back with a check.
Yeah, there you go.
Which he probably will. He's been
Well, that'd be
been
nice.
very generous.
Well, he brings his grandkids in here, right? A lot. His grandson.
Every quarter, maybe, even.
What do we got? Just a shell back there, or is that a retired, little
No,
retired
that-
switcher there?
that- yeah, it is. It is a switcher, and it is a shell from the way it appears now. Probably just needing some more
Wow.
work.
Well, you guys got all the stuff here.
Well, I'm going down to meet up with the
Hey,
family.
Si,
I did
thank
lock-
you.
I did
Thank
lock
you.
the front door.
Oh, okay. I got.
We'll be out of your hair in a minute
Oh,
here.
no
but
problem.
Thank you.
Stay,
Thank
stay
you.
as long as you want.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. I'll talk to you when I talk to you.
We gave everybody a good taste of what's going on here.
Well,
A good taste.
we want to give you an accurate picture because, again, it's for the kids and the
Yep.
families. That's what all this is about.
and a real live derailment on my car. It was me. It was probably me that did it.
You couldn't have planned that better.
That was
We could've
something
planned
else.
better. You didn't see me throwing rocks up on the track there, did you?
Oh, is that what happened?
That in your movie might scare them away.
No, they
think
don't.
so.
That never happens.
So we have
And nothing, no serious damage.
So we have a lot of the
Spare
common
parts,
tools that
yeah.
you use to work specifically on the cars, the passenger cars, and the trains. We have heavy duty hoists, and this
Oh,
is
okay, some
for
chain
example,
motors there, yeah.
when we decide we need to work on an engine, we'll pull the shell off, and then we'll hoist that engine up, and then we'll have that at working level, and we'll do the work on the engines. Put it back down on the track, put the shell back on, turn the key, and where are the kids? That'll be the next thing we ask
Wow.
for. Get the kids on
You know,
board.
I was just a guesstimate. What do these engines weigh?
Oh, hundreds of pounds. Hundreds of pounds. It takes two people. It takes, when we did the derailment, put the train back, the car
Yeah,
back
it
on.
took
It
a
took
couple
two
people to get
of us
that on.
just to lift that up from the front end. The engines, you need pry bars to get them up if they go off the rail. And you just hope that it doesn't tip over, because
Wow.
then you really got a problem.
Ugh.
But they're generally very stable and very reliable. So we've had a lot of luck with them, and we just we keep. It's like everything else. You got to keep at it. But
We're
then
not-
again, you got camaraderie. You got the team working down here.
Yeah.
This is Bob. This is our engineer on Saturday.
That's the guy who tried to throw me off the train.
Well, you know, he's very suspicious. So we have to make
Yeah.
sure we know.
What's
who's
he
on.
doing tinkering around in here now?
I don't, he's got some wire cutters or something.
Yeah.
That doesn't look good to me. You know, coming in after hours with
I'm
that.
going to make your keychain Lionel official.
Oh,
is that
okay.
right? Oh my goodness, got an orange one. You asked for my orange shirt once
Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah, well,
Well, you had your whole conductor outfit
took it on the
when I first
Broncos.
met you.
Well, you know, that was a long time ago.
A little
It was
hot
cool.
for that. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that right now. But anyway, that's only the window dressing. All right.
Okay.
The real deal is right here.
Yep.
Right
Yep.
in this house. This is the real deal.
Yeah. That was fun. I enjoy coming down here.
You
Who
see-
knows? Maybe one of these days we'll become members down here.
Well, even better than that. Maybe you'll wind up being a volunteer
You never know.
and wind up driving a train
Ooh.
and having a great interactive fun with the kids.
My grandson is going to be down here for Easter. Guess where he's coming?
Very good. I would expect to see him Saturdays. Come and see me on Saturdays.
Saturdays, you got it.
That's
We will
what-
do that.
that's what
Well,
I'm-
thank you for your
okay.
time.
Thank
Anything
you.
else you want to tell anybody real quick? Couple sentences before we end?
Well, aside from just bring your kids down, have a great family time, hands-on, noise, color, doing things, and if you want to volunteer, even the idea of doing it, give us a call, write us on the email, do whatever you do, let us know. And we wish everyone a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Happy New Year.
Can't forget that. Happy New Year to you. Happy holidays, Paul.
Happy New Year, Rob.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again.
All righty. We're off.
All aboard.
All aboard. Well, I hope you enjoyed our behind the scenes look here at some of the equipment at the Naples Train Museum. I thought it was fun. Great place to bring the grandkids, folks. When they come down to visit you in Naples, make sure you visit the website, naplestrainmuseum.org, naplestrainmuseum.org. You're quite welcome. They're going to lock up the engine shed, put everything to bed there. Don't forget, Merry Christmas. Don't forget to download your Non Stop Naples app, your free Non Stop Naples app from Google Play or the Apple App Store. Be sure to do that. Be sure to visit nonstopnaples.com to see more of the fun things that there are to do here in our beautiful city of Naples. For Non Stop Naples, I'm Robb Stan. Have a wonderful Saturday, and God bless.